The cross-examination of the crash reconstruction expert in Karen Read's murder trial will resume this morning. And he faced tough questions from Read's defense yesterday, which tried to poke holes in his testimony. Read is accused of hitting her Boston police officer boyfriend with her SUV and leaving him to die. She's pleaded not guilty and says she's being framed. Now, both sides have made the investigation surrounding Read's car a focal point in the case. Just listen to this exchange between the expert and the defense about an edit made to the reconstruction report.
Did you consider that change significant?
No.
Well, then why did you make it in the middle of trial if it wasn't significant? Why didn't you just leave it off and then discuss it in terms of testimony?
So, A, it ultimately was left off. B, because it was insignificant.
CBS News Boston reporter Penny Kmitt is at the courthouse there in Dedham, Massachusetts. Penny, it seems as though things got heated yesterday. Tell us about that exchange, the testimony, and why it's crucial.
Well, we are expecting Dr. Welcher to be the prosecution's final witness. So he's a very important witness for them. So he kind of has to take all these different pieces of evidence and tie them together and try and prove the prosecution's theory that John O'Keefe died because Karen Read hit him with her car. So that was one tense exchange. But another major focus was how much the prosecution is paying Dr. Welcher for this research and this testimony. The defense claims that it's to the tune of $325,000. So that's one way they're just trying to discredit him, so the jury maybe thinks that he's biased because he's getting paid by the prosecution. Something else kind of interesting is there was a Lexus that Dr. Welcher tested, and he used himself as kind of like a test dummy to see how the crash could have happened. How did that Lexus get paid for? It's the same Lexus that Karen Read had the night that John O'Keefe died. Dr. Welcher says that his company did purchase it, but that they're going to resell it, and the prosecution is who's going to be responsible for that difference. The prosecution, of course, is hired by the states, so that is Massachusetts taxpayer money.
Wow, and you were mentioning that the prosecution is about to wrap up its case. It has the burden of proof to convince the jury beyond a reasonable doubt that Karen Read did this. So what can we expect today, and when might things switch over to the defense?
So we thought maybe the prosecution would rest their case today, but yesterday the defense attorney said that despite questioning Dr. Welcher for 4 hours, that they're only about halfway done with their cross-examination. And today's only a half day in court, not for any juicy reason, but just because one of the jurors, the judge says, has an appointment this afternoon. So with today only being a half day and knowing that they're only halfway done, he'll probably be on the stand all day today. Tomorrow is going to be a full day in court, so maybe the defense won't start until Monday of next week.
All right, and we continue to see people outside the courthouse each and every day. Penny Kmitt, we appreciate your updates. Thank you very much.